Hi, welcome to this presentation on the training certification for EyeDetect+. Before this video, please watch the Converus training process presentation, which goes over the basic steps for training on Converus products. This presentation reviews EyeDetect+ training courses and their certification requirements. There is one standard course, EyeDetect Test Proctor Plus. Then there are two optional advanced courses, HMCT and HDLC Test Writer. The Test Proctor Plus course covers the basics on using the EyeDetect station equipment with the PhysioTracker V2 to administer a test. This includes preparing the station, PhysioTracker, and examinee for the test and monitoring them during it. The advanced courses are all for those who wish to write tests that will be administered with an EyeDetect station and a PhysioTracker. The H in HMCT stands for hybrid, indicating that it uses both the EyeDetect data gleaned from the eye tracker on the station and the polygraph data obtained from the PhysioTracker when testing. The MCT stands for multi-issue, meaning it can have more than one topic in a test. For HMCT, the total number of relevant topics is 3. HDLC test writers learn how to write hybrid DLC tests, which are single-issue tests most commonly used in investigations that utilize both EyeDetect and polygraph data as well. Here are the 5 steps for completing the EyeDetect Test Proctor Plus course. The prerequisites are first to complete the regular EyeDetect Test Proctor course and then to own or have access to a PhysioTracker V2. The required videos take about 1 hour to watch. The online test is 40 questions and you need a 90% to pass. A practical application exercise is required to administer 2 hybrid tests successfully. Hybrid protocol can mean either HMCT or an HDLC test. And then the optional workshop would be the EyeDetect Plus one. The overall estimated time to complete is between 2 and 3 hours. Then we have our first Advanced EyeDetect Plus course, HMCT. The prerequisites are completing regular MCT test writer course, having a personal login to the dashboard, and passing the standard Test Proctor online certification test to show baseline understanding of how the PhysioTracker affects or changes EyeDetect tests. The required videos are less than an hour, and the online test is 20 questions, requiring 90% to pass. This course also requires submitting 2 practical exercises for review, and the optional workshop is the MCT Test Writer 1. This course will likely take between 2 to 3 hours to finish. Next is the HDLC Test Writer course. The prerequisites are to first complete the EyeDetect Administrator course, pass the standard EyeDetect Test Proctor Plus online tests, then of course have a personal login to the online dashboard. The required videos take about 3 hours to watch. The online test is 50 questions and requires a 90% to pass. The practical application requires submitting practical exercises for review, and then the optional workshop is the DLC test writer. It should take between 5 and 6 hours to finish this course. To summarize, the first time you complete any of the EyeDetect Plus courses, you should ensure that the prerequisite course has been completed and that you own or have access to a PhysioTracker V2. None of these courses apply if you don't have that. Then you will need to watch the online videos, pass the required tests, and complete the necessary practical application exercises. As a reminder, for HMCT and HDLC Test Writer, the required online test includes the Test Proctor Plus test as well as the course-specific online test. For the Test Writer courses, it will not allow you to submit practical exercises until you have also a personal login to the online dashboard. And finally, all of the EyeDetect Plus courses have an available workshop to attend should you desire additional assistance. To renew a certificate for the single standard Test Proctor Plus course, retake and pass the online quiz. If you don't renew, there is no consequence, but the certificate will be out of date. To renew either of the advanced test writer courses, write tests and submit them for evaluation. If you receive an 80% or greater on the evaluation, the certificate will be renewed. If the certificate expires access to the online EyeDetect Test Manager will be removed. For questions about EyeDetect+ training, please visit converus.com/videos or email training@converus.com. Thank you.